Before you start YouTube automation, there's something important you need to understand. This is not something you jump into and succeed overnight. It starts with research, it builds through knowledge, and it only works when you take action consistently. You need to understand what works, what doesn't, and why. That understanding comes from trial and error. In the beginning, you'll publish videos that don't perform. You'll feel frustrated, and you'll question whether you're doing it right. That phase is normal. Automation doesn't remove this process. It only works after you've gone through it. This video is about understanding that reality before you begin. The first real decision you make in YouTube automation is choosing a niche. Most beginners are told to pick what's profitable, or to copy what's already working, or to choose a niche that excites them. This advice usually comes from people selling courses or from success stories shown without context. The problem is, a niche that looks profitable on paper doesn't guarantee you'll stay consistent, and excitement at the start doesn't last very long. Automation doesn't usually fail because a niche is bad. It fails because the creator loses interest. You're going to spend time researching the topic, reviewing videos, fixing mistakes, making decisions when results are slow or non-existent. If you don't care about the topic at all, that process becomes exhausting very quickly. That doesn't mean you need extreme passion. You don't need to feel inspired every day. What you need is tolerance. A niche you can think about calmly. A niche you can work on even when nothing exciting is happening. A simple test is this. Can you imagine working on this topic for the next few months without validation or quick results? If the answer is no, the niche may be profitable, and it may even be exciting, but it's not suitable for automation. At this stage, the goal isn't excitement, it's sustainability. Once you've chosen a niche, there's another decision you need to make: how you want to approach automation. Most beginners don't realize there are two different routes. You either do it yourself first, or you outsource early. Outsourcing early sounds appealing. It feels faster. It feels more automated. But if you don't understand the process yourself, you don't know what to ask for. You don't know how to judge quality. And you don't know how to fix what isn't working. Outsourcing confusion just scales confusion. Doing it yourself at the beginning feels slower, but it gives you something important. You learn how videos are structured. You learn what holds attention. You learn what actually works for your niche. That knowledge is what makes automation possible later. Once you understand the process end to end, outsourcing becomes clearer. Expectations are defined. Decisions are easier. For beginners, the smartest path is usually to learn first and automate later. Automation works best when you know exactly what you're automating. Before we wrap up, I want to be clear about one thing. I'm not here to sell shortcuts or convince you that this is easy. The goal of this channel is to act as a guide, to walk through the process step by step, so you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. YouTube automation can work, but only when you approach it with clarity instead of hype. If this video helped you think more clearly about YouTube automation, consider liking it so more beginners can find it. Subscribe if you want to follow along as we break things down further. And if you have questions, leave a comment.